Hey, how's everybody doing? I wanted to show you guys a quick solo by one of my favorite players, Joe Walsh, and I just love Joe's playing. You know, he doesn't play a bunch of super fast stuff, but he's just plays some cool licks. But this is a song from when he was in the James Gang, Walk Away. So I went and listened to the live version is done in tuned down a half step, and if you want to play it that way, that's fine. But I went and watched some live footage of him playing it live. Watched three videos: one with the Eagles, one with an old James Gang, and one by himself when he was doing his solo thing. And in all three of those videos, he played it in the key of A, tuned in standard. So he it wasn't. I don't know why he did it in A flat when they recorded it the first time, but they did. But I'm gonna teach it to you in tuned in standard in the key of A. So the solo, let me play it and then I'll show you how to play it. I'm not gonna play the whole song. I'm just gonna have it queued up going into the solo. Okay, so it's a pretty simple solo, but it's just real tasteful. Joe Walsh is just a really tasteful guitar player. I love him because he's an analog guy. I'm an analog guy. I love analog everything. I'm not into digital too much. I think I use a digital tuner only because I don't want to carry around my Peterson stroke tuner. But anyway, he loves analog. Plays through nothing but tube amps. I've tried the digital stuff, the fractal and the Kempter or whatever they're called. I've tried all that stuff. It just doesn't work for me because I'm so used to hearing the sound from a tube amp. I just love the sound of a tube amp. So anyway, we'll talk about that someday, maybe. I've been doing this for over 50 years, and there is a difference. People try to tell you there isn't, but trust me, there's a difference between a tube amp and digital processing. So anyway, here's the solo. Starts here on the G string with your second finger. You're going to slide from the 4th to the 6th fret. Then you're going to go to the 5th fret of the B string with your first finger, to the 7th fret of the B string, 3rd finger. Then you're going to come up here back down to the 5th fret with your second finger and do a whole step bend and put some good vibrato on that note. And you do that lick twice, so it goes. Then the next time he does that same slide from the 4th to the 6th to the 5th fret to the 7th fret of the B string. Then he does a half step bend, just bending up to the 7th there. So he goes. Then he hits it again with it not being bent on the 7th fret, down to the 5th fret of the B string, first finger. That's with your 3rd finger there. Then he plays a half step bend on the 6th fret of the G string. Then he hits this note up here on the 5th fret of the high E string with your first finger. So he kind of holds that bend. Then he does this double stop lick. People try to say he dubbed a guitar another harmony part in the original, and he may have very well done that, but when he plays it live, he does this double stop. And that's done by placing your first finger on the 5th fret of the high E string, your second finger on the 6th fret of the G string. Then you place your second finger on the 7th fret of the G string, your third finger on the 7th fret of the high E string, go up to the 8th fret, same thing, second finger on the 8th fret of the G, third finger on the 8th fret of the high E, then you go to the 9th fret, play that same position with your second and third finger on the G and E string, so that goes. I play that with my fingers. Put a little bend, shake on that last. Then he comes down here and does this lick. Whole step bend on the 4th fret of the G string. Put some good vibrato again. Joe's all about vibrato, and again, just taste. Then he puts his 4th finger on the 5th fret of the B string, and while it's bent, he hits that note on the 4th fret of the G string. Then he releases it and comes down and plays this note here on the 2nd fret of the G string with your first finger. So that goes. Then he does this. So he hammers on from the 2nd to the 4th fret with his 1st and 3rd finger on the D string. Then he does the same thing on the G string, 2nd and 4th fret with your 1st and 3rd finger. Then he slides, once he's done that hammer on there, he slides up to the 6th fret. Then you play on the 5th fret of the B string with your 2nd finger. Then you hit on again the 6th fret with your 3rd finger on the G string and slide down to 6 to 4. Then you end on the 2nd fret of the G string with your 1st finger. So let me play that real slow. So let me play it one more time. So there you have it. Walk Away by Joe Walsh. Listen, I got to run. Y'all have a blessed day. If you like my channel, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and y'all have a blessed day, and thanks for watching my videos. Appreciate it.